Swag on the beat.
Swag on the beat.
Swag on the beat.
Hello,
And
welcome
to
to
Swag
On
the
Beat
podcast.
Well, episode
22.
2, I think it is. Yeah, not bad with it. We're getting quicker.
Not bad.
With
I feel like you had prepared your words.
No, I hadn't.
You were red hot on that.
No, but I wanted to be read. I felt like listening back to it last week, we were a bit like bip bop, bip bop, bip bop, bip bop.
Yeah, I would love to not be like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like in the had you rehearsed your words, the ones you were
No,
going to say?
I hadn't. No.
Okay. Well, me neither.
Okay, so we're both pretty good. You were keeping up, and it's good that you could keep up.
I feel like you were ahead, and I was scrambling.
Oh, really?
But I want to get better for you.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. No, it was a team effort, and Mike was
I wanna
always
get
doing
better-
his
I wanna get
dab
better for
dance
Mike.
as well.
I want to get better for Mike.
Which is good. Yeah, the dab,
Yeah.
dab dance. When we introduce a third camera, we know where it's going to point. Straight to the ceiling.
Yeah.
Because we got
Get
a
the
big
glow.
sign up there. No, we got a huge show today, and I wanted to take the top of the show because something pretty special happened over the weekend when we weren't
Ooh,
together.
Okay.
I was out for a mate's birthday.
Mhm.
He went to the footy, and that was really nice. And then we went to a pub afterwards nearby,
Beautiful.
and just
That's
real
a
classic,
That's a classic combo, right?
classic combo, classic birthday. It was a
Mhm.
perfect day. We're in the sun. It's all happening.
Mhm.
And we get into the pub, we're sort of drinking away, whatever. And this guy comes up to me, and I was just chatting with my mates, and he just starts pointing at his head. And I go, oh yeah. And then I look at his head, and he's wearing one of our hats.
No way.
He's wearing one of our
What?
hats in the middle of the city. Not only is he out and about and he sees me and he's a hat owner,
No
he's a hat
way.
wearer in the moment.
That's so
it's
early after it's happened.
Unbelievable.
That's awesome. What number?
Number 3, Peter.
Peter?
Unbelievable.
Oh, that's so
couldn't
good.
believe it. Anyway,
What?
so he was excited, but I was like, I hit the roof. I was just
That
like,
is
no
insane.
way.
It was instant as soon as you looked up at his head, you knew what was going on.
Yeah, well, it's our hat.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
our hat. It's just mine's just there.
What?
And it is just like reaffirmed for me, like this. We have done the right thing. Like we were so pumped.
That's so
I just
good.
couldn't believe it.
Oh,
And,
did you get a photo?
Mate, yeah, big time. I said, "Can I get a photo before anything else?"
Nice.
But so
Oh,
I reckon
that's so awesome. Wow,
we'll put that up. We'll put that up somewhere. I've got the photo on my
For
phone.
sure. That's got to be not that long after he received that in the mail.
Nah, I reckon 2 weeks
Awesome. Where did you see him? Just at the pub or at the footy?
at the pub after the footy.
Awesome.
So sort of like Saturday night-ish.
Okay.
It was epic. It was just like
Wow.
so epic.
That's so good.
And
We
I
should-
was with
yeah.
mates who knew what the task was.
Okay,
And
nice.
everyone got so pumped. It was just like
That's
it was just a
awesome.
big love in.
We should try and meet every single person that ever gets a hat. Every single number.
It's the
At
best
least
moment.
once.
It's the best moment.
That's so good.
But then it kind of went serious
Okay.
because what he said was, Jack, as you know, like I'm on the board because I have a hat. I'm on the board.
Oh, he's not staging a coup already, is he?
No, well, what the thing about board members is they have access to data and information and meetings that we as
right to
employees,
vote,
the three
yeah.
of us, Mike included as well, we don't have. We're just employees of the
Yeah.
show, but these guys,
I just do what I'm told.
yeah, it's
I just
kind of
do
we're
what I'm
kind of minions, but we're
Yeah.
also trying to impress the people who are the shareholders, the stakeholders,
Yeah.
and stuff like that at the top of the tree. And this guy Peter is like, we have been having some meetings, and I've got some data about the long-term views and
Oh,
plans of
wow.
the company that you're not really supposed to know. And I kind of kept giving him beer, and he got looser and looser lips to the point where he actually gave me a piece of paper and a piece of audio.
No.
And I told him I wouldn't tell you about this, but I'm going to do it on the pod anyway.
Okay.
And here it is. It's the Swag on the Beat performance review. It's the Swag on the Beat performance review. Has spoken. Swag performance review. It's the Swag on the Beat performance review. This is serious. Okay, so we are in and amongst
Okay,
a real life
that was the
performance
bit of
review.
audio.
That was the
he
audio.
gave,
I've
and
got the
paper is
document here.
performance review.
The paper
Okay.
that was going to be in
Wow.
my hand, but left on the not the printer, but it's here.
What did he give you? A USB stick?
No,
with
he
audio?
gave me a piece
Sound-
of
set
paper.
of sound
Then I was
waves.
like, I'll hold on to that, and I put it in a special spot in the printer when I got home, and I just forgot to grab it on the way out
how did
today.
he give you the audio?
AirDrop.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
So
So yep.
he was
Easy.
sufficiently beard up that he didn't notice that he was.
No,
giving
he
you
was
this
happy to do
information.
it at that point. Well,
Okay.
it's kind of built enough of a rapport.
Right. Okay. Is
Yeah.
that could get him in trouble with the board though, couldn't it?
Well, I guess he's number.
We won't say.
We won't say anything.
I'm not gonna.
We're not going to.
Peter, your secret is
what
safe
happens
with
at the
us.
board is fine.
Yep.
But this is a performance review. Okay, so I'll start. It's for the three of us. I'm going to start with Mike,
Okay.
I'm just reading this, okay? And it seems to me that there's a positive thing and then there's a room for improvement thing on each of the people. So so just be aware of that. Mike's got his microphone up now. So the first point for Mike's performance review, this podcast has been going 22 weeks. This is the first review, the official review. We have it every 22 weeks.
Okay.
Is what the board seem to be doing.
Right.
The first point for Mike is really nice that he's growing his beard and moustache out a bit more.
I agree.
Which you have since shaved a little bit.
I agree with that.
Is that the positive?
Well, and then it goes on to say great producing and wears shorts no matter how cold it is. Great calves.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I
that's
agree with all
pretty.
that.
That's a really nice bipartisan
Wow,
look
these
at.
guys really know what they're talking
They really know
about.
what they're talking
Yep.
about. Then we go to the next
Okay,
point.
maybe they don't know.
When helping with filming last week, Jack's brother,
Oh, because Mike
Was there.
did help us out with
Yeah,
the video.
Mike helped
That
us
was
with the
fun.
video last week.
Thanks for having me.
TBR.
Honoured, and we were
Excited.
great to have you there.
Yet to
My
be
brother was
released.
also there.
Yep, Walt.
Yep. But during Mike's scene, while we were trying to set the camera up, make sure the line was right, in between Mike actually being on camera, he would text my brother. And reportedly from the board, it says, "This is so boring," whilst on set with us.
I do remember Walter laughing for no reason.
And we're kind of just
looking
trying
at
to, we're
Mike.
trying to get it right, the lights happening, whatever. And Mike's just texting away in between shots, and Walter is killing himself about 5 meters away. And we had no idea.
Wow.
But the board has brought it up to the attention. I just wanted to say, Mike, do you have anything to say about it? Do you want to defend yourself?
Well, I think we're focusing on the wrong thing because clearly Walt is whistleblowing and leaking information to the board.
Or does the board have access to our phones?
Well, it is a corporate.
Yeah,
it is a big corporation, so they would have remote access to, like, we're on the domain.
Remember with that form you signed, that really long
so
contract?
everything I text to anyone, the board can
Well,
read.
it's a
Yeah.
work phone.
Yeah, well, in answer to the question, like, I just thought, oh, the guys are busy doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
Walt's just sitting there. What's a funny thing I can do as talent
Sure.
to brighten up his day?
Yeah, I guess. Well, that's fair. That's fair. You see it like that, but the board didn't see it like that. So, I think just take that on.
Yeah,
And if
okay.
you have a real problem, then I can get in contact with Peter, and you can maybe go to a board meeting. We don't know where they have the meetings.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah.
apologies to the board. Thank you for the feedback.
I'm imagining the Lumen headquarters in Severance. That's what
It's
I'm
pretty
imagining.
lumen. It's
is
pretty
where
lumen.
The board meets.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's move on. Let's move on.
Okay, that's pretty good, Mike.
Okay. We'll move to you, Isaac.
Okay.
First point.
All pluses, no negatives.
Well,
I've
I've just got a couple of points here.
Okay.
I'm just going to read them. I'm just reading them, by the way, from the document that I was given by Peter. Number one, really consistent work in the gym after work. The board notices this. You go, girl.
Okay.
So that's really nice
Thanks,
of
board.
them.
Respect.
Okay. Yet to buy Jack lunch from Paper Scissors Rock Game last week. Is he secretly buying lunch for people who are on other podcasts? Does the board need to take this further with a personal audit? They are wondering.
You can audit me about the lunches that I've been buying. Just don't go further back to like when I was at uni and on Centrelink. Don't go that far back.
Okay.
Message to the board. Not that there's anything there untoward, but just for no reason. But
it's a lot of paperwork, mainly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I offered to buy you lunch on both the day of the recording of the podcast and the day that the podcast came out.
Yep.
And I can't remember, you said I'm too
Again,
important.
just reading this.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
And the last point is you're on watch until given executive pardoning,
Okay.
basically. So just be aware of that.
So that's like a official warning.
Yeah, it's
Well, not quite.
you're on watch. You're on watch.
Okay. Okay.
So heightened security around your Mr. Milchek is following you
Yeah,
around a bit
yeah,
more from Severance. If everyone's watched it, everyone has, obviously.
That's
Me-
okay. Well, yeah, I mean,
Yep. Again,
Yeah.
I'm just reading the list.
Yep.
Moving on to me.
No, yep.
Jack, fantastic performer, no improvements. New cologne choice is really nice, doesn't go unnoticed. That's really nice and unexpected.
Wow.
Okay. But tells you they have a lot of access to our stuff then.
Okay. Have you actually, I've noticed, but have you actually used it, changed to a new cologne?
Yeah, wise.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
I did
have.
notice.
Yes,
I
thank you.
noticed that. Smells
Yeah.
good.
Love that he's picked up the Game Boy Advance recently again. Great, wholesome, nostalgic thing to do. Not cringe at all. Because we were on a call yesterday and I said it to the person who's like, oh, what have you guys been up to? And I held up the Game Boy and he's like, oh, that's so niche,
Nice,
man.
He was not having a
No,
bar.
it quickly got thrown out of the frame.
That's good, at least, that the board recognises. That's cool.
Okay, then we move to the other points. Oh no, I have the executive right to pardon you from your on watch.
You have it.
They gave me.
But what were the
pardon.
improvements for you?
Well, I'm yet to get there.
Okay.
I'm just reading the final. Probably playing 3 kilos overweight for ideal match fitness. Would be great to get that down.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, fair enough.
Well, maybe
Fair
maybe I
enough.
don't need to buy you lunch because it's going in the wrong
Well, I've got to
direction.
eat. I do have to eat.
I don't think that's how
I
it
have.
works.
I'm ready for it today.
Calorie
I've been
deficit.
starving myself.
No, calorie deficit.
But yeah, that's the performance review.
Wow, okay.
Well, thank you, Peter, and thank you to the whole board
Okay,
for bearing
that's
with us.
good.
And I think I have been quietly discussing that with the Hat Man what to do, but I think we'll pick that up next week.
Okay.
But I think we're definitely going to go. It's just so it was just like
That's
it
awesome.
was just euphoria
That's awesome.
meeting someone. So I think
Yeah.
more and more and more.
They're coming soon.
It's happening.
And we've got some KPIs. That's good. I've got some
KPIs,
got
yeah,
some stuff to work.
Yep. And massive show coming up. It's
Huge.
this is a monster.
It's way bigger than
It's
all
way
the
bigger
others.
than you think
You
what's
won't
going to
even-
be.
you won't
It's going to
even
be.
believe.
It's a monster. Cut it now. Cut. We don't have time.
Jack, we played the first round of this game a few weeks ago, and now it's time for round 2 of What You Say. When you answer the phone, when I call you up, what you say? What will you say? Yes, what will you say?
You can turn back up your volume now.
I don't know
that
what
we
your
finished the
face.
intro.
I don't know what your face was doing there, or why it was looking unpleasant, because that is a beautiful intro.
Yep.
And we're definitely not going to need to record it again.
Instruments in B, voice in B flat.
It's you wouldn't understand. It's like a dissonant music thing.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah,
it's kind of
microtonal stuff.
advanced. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had a couple of goes at this a few weeks ago.
Some really good entrants.
Yeah, I
your
think-
dad.
yeah.
Oh, what's the score? Actually,
I was actually
Mike,
just
do you know the
thinking-
score?
I think it was 1.5 each, wasn't it?
Yeah, let's
there
go
was
with that.
No,
yeah,
I
I think
think
that's
a lot of
right.
half
That's
weights.
right.
What
There,
is this?
let's trust Mike, and then that was the score. So it's 1.5 each. Let's not waste time figuring out what the score is. Yeah, it's 1.5.
We can
So
revisit that later.
I'm going to call for my first one. I'm going to call my housemate Dobbo.
Yep.
Who I probably speak to on the phone quite frequently.
Yep.
And I think there is a bit of variation in the ways he answers the phone, but I'm going to go with the most common way is he's going to go, Gibbo.
Okay.
What do you reckon?
I'm going to say, sup, doggy.
Sup, dog? Okay, that's good as well. That
Yeah.
is definitely on the list. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm connected, Mike. I'm ready to roll.
Okay.
Okay,
Come on, Dobbo.
Dobbo.
Sup, doggy. He's going to say, I reckon, yeah.
Yo,
Yo, what's going on?
so much. What are you doing?
Hey, we're just doing the podcast at the moment. You're on air.
Hey, Dobbo.
What's happening?
We were just trying to call and guess how you were going to answer the phone, so that's why I called you a couple of times. But
Oh, true.
we, I don't think either of us guessed
No.
the way that you did.
I said, yo, doggy. But so he almost said it.
Yeah,
so
I'm
half
not.
point.
Nah, I'm
half
not
point.
paying that. I said, what did I say? Gibbo.
Mm.
Either way, appreciate you answering the phone, and get back to work, mate. Get back on site.
All right.
There's work to do.
Thank you.
Okay,
Okay.
not bad.
Okay.
So a half point to me. Dobbo, very, very all business during the day, I would say.
Yeah.
Not mucking around.
Nah.
Don't know what I was thinking with the doggy.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
after hours.
Yeah,
speak there.
that's 5 p.m. onwards.
Yeah. Okay.
Who you got next?
Do you want to do?
Oh yeah, I'll go
round,
next.
Round one of
Okay,
you.
here's my first one.
Okay.
Okay, my first one is going to be my brother Walter,
Mm-hmm.
and how do you think he's going to go?
Oh, you have to go first.
Well,
so.
I think he's going to go.
You got a biological advantage.
Yeah, I do. I think he's going to go. Yes. He's just going to be quite. It's like a kind of a monotone, like yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go with because he's pretty it's like what do you want vibe.
He is.
Isn't
What
he?
do you want?
I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with yeah.
That's pretty good. They're very similar,
Yeah.
which I love the really similar ones.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Mike, ready?
Mhm.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Disinterested either way.
Hello.
Hello. You are on the
Hello.
podcast.
Hey, well-
Isaac's here and Mike's here as well. We were just seeing how you were going to answer the phone, and we both lost. I said yes, and Isaac went,
Yeah. I think the tone of his response followed mine closely. So I'm going to go 3/4 of a point to me.
we both said, well, Isaac said, it'll be whatever it is, it'll be a vibe of, what do you want?
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah,
And
that
it-
was
and
my next
And
question.
it still is. Okay, thanks for playing.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Walt.
cool.
Okay, see you, bye.
Right.
All right, bye.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Got him with the hang up.
Got him.
Yeah,
Nice.
okay, nice.
I think it's 0-0 still.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
awarding any points. For
Okay,
that,
that's
so
fair. That's
pretty
fair.
We need a win here.
Come on, ref.
Isaac, you are next.
Okay.
Who
yep.
have you got?
Okay, next call is going to be Jay.
Yep.
And
yes.
I think
A former housemate.
also a man of few words, but I think
He'll say
he's-
something. I think he'll say something.
He will
though.
say something. You can guess nothing though. but that
That's
would
so
be
aggressive.
a bad guess. I'm going to go with Yo Son.
Your son. I think again, like Dylan, I think he's gonna say sup doggy.
Yeah, that's a good chance.
Sup doggy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doggy.
Yeah.
yeah.
He says it like that.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Okay, ready, Jay, incoming. Yo Son.
Yo son Derulo.
Yo, what's going on?
Yo, son. Well, you're just on the podcast, Jack in here. Well, I was trying to guess how you were going to answer the phone, and you got halfway through what I expected you to say. I thought you were going to say, yo, son.
Sorry, almost.
Almost.
Would you ever say sup doggy?
I think just because when I'm at work or doing something. Oh, yeah, I would say that.
Yes. Okay. So that's half a point. We're yet to score yet. We haven't scored.
Yeah, well, I feel you're at work. If you were... Pretend you're in the car on the drive home. It's a nice sunny arvo, and I call you. What would you say right now?
Yeah.
Boys, I'm at work. I think I'm going to have to hang up.
That's a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
Okay. We are asking a lot of these people, calling them in the middle of the day.
Yes.
Because we're at work too, so I don't know if we would pick up. If someone was playing that game on us,
Yeah.
we'd probably say, we can't pick that up.
I say, hey, mate, I'm at work.
we're
I'll call
working.
you back.
Yeah. And the circle of life goes round. Well, well done, Jay.
Okay.
No points again.
No.
Mike is the
was that a
adjudicator.
half point?
To me, because of the
Yeah,
yo.
I'd give that a half
Well,
point.
then I get a half point for the first one.
No, you don't.
Because it's the word. It was
Nah.
the same word.
No, Mike's
half
already...
point to Isaac. Overruled Jack.
There's no logic there. We need logic.
It's sport.
Jack.
No logic in sport.
There's the indefinable qualities that make sport great.
Indefinable.
Jack, you need 1 point to win, half a point to tie. Who is your final pickup partner?
He has
Which is the
been a
main-
part of the show before,
Okay.
and his name is Oliver, and he is
Ooh.
one of our twins. So we both know him quite well.
You're a twin. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, where
he's
is
one
he?
of our smartest twins, and
Yes.
he's a twin of us.
Okay, Oliver. So how do you think he's going to answer?
I think he's going to go, hello, like that.
Oh,
in that
that's
tone.
pretty good. That's
Hello.
pretty good. I think he's going to go, hey, Jack.
Okay, interesting.
Hey,
yes,
Jack.
yep. Let's try him now.
Hey, Jack.
Hello.
He's not 90 years old.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Oh, how you going?
Could you please repeat the first thing you said when you answered the phone?
I said, hello, can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you. You are on the podcast.
Hey, Oliver.
G'day.
We were doing a see what you say when you pick up the phone game.
But what it sounded like to us was...
Yeah, I think it was like, because you're running an Android, aren't you?
Yeah, but I feel like that's not important, is it?
Well, the first thing you said when you answered the phone is, "Can you hear me?" Which
Which
should
seems
be
like a usual thing for you
Yeah.
now, maybe.
Well, no, that's because I know that you guys have iPhones and I know they don't like to work properly. Also, Jack's not much of technology.
I'm not much of technology.
straight. So
Yeah, like his laptop's a bit old, you know. I know that he probably has an old phone too. I'm just assuming.
So
Nah, 13.
you questioning whether Jack could hear you was because of how bad the connection on his end.
You assume I don't know how to use a phone.
Yeah, no, not that you don't know how to use a phone. I just assume your phone's really old, just like your laptop.
Okay.
Burn.
We've
Agreed.
Straight to the tech wars.
I think that's 1 point to me, Mike, just for that burn that Oliver just dished up to Jack.
I'm
did
gonna
say
make
hello.
A big call here.
Yeah.
I'm giving Jack the point
Oh.
because the first
The
thing
first
that
thing,
Oliver
yeah.
said
No
was
way.
indistinguishable.
Yeah.
And the first thing we heard him
Yep.
clearly say
Even
was
Great
Oliver's
call.
disappointed with that.
Great
call, Ref.
call.
I know you're disappointed, but I think sometimes the ref has to make the
Yeah,
disappointing
and that's the
calls.
thing. That's the thing about sport. Indefinable sometimes.
You're looking at me like that's not a word. That's
Correct. Okay, Ollie, thank you so much for playing. Give me the win.
No worries.
That's 2-0.
I guess you deserve it. Fine.
a word. No, for the record, I object, just so everyone knows. But thanks, Ollie.
Cheers, guys.
Okay, so
Wow,
what's that?
lot
1.5 each.
lot of
is
events.
the score now. So
Lot of
yeah,
events
all
happening.
right, 1.5 all. And that was
it's
a
great.
good segment.
Great game.
Yeah.
Great game.
Scores
See
a
you
level.
next week.
Scores a level. Jack, it's been a momentous week for us last week. You and I are
Yes,
the
it has.
proud new owners of a couple of steeds. Some
Noble.
Some new e-bikes.
Noble as they were.
Yes, Noble steeds. We've
Yeah.
got ourselves a couple of Doroti e-bikes.
Yeah.
As you might have noticed on Instagram.
They're pretty
And
amazing.
They are amazing.
Yeah.
I have been hooning around on mine
Yeah.
all week.
Well, not
Responsibly
hooning. Not hooning.
No, just
Responsible,
driving.
yeah.
Responsible hooning.
Cruising.
Just me, two wheels in the open road.
Yeah.
And as anyone else that has a bike with a motor will understand, is there's nothing like that feeling of being on the road, two wheels,
Yeah.
motor, throttle,
The sound of the engine running.
Yep, the motor on the
The
bike.
chugging of an engine.
Yeah, the wind in your hair.
Yeah.
Have you been riding yours much?
Yes, I have. It took me, I didn't get a chance to set it up for about 4 days. So I've only had it live. I've had 2 goes on it.
2 goes? Okay.
Yeah, I haven't had much time.
Right,
So
there was a bit of self-assembly required, wasn't there?
yeah, it wasn't. I just didn't have time to, open the box and
Okay.
make a whole mess and then anyway. But
Right. Well, I've been doing enough riding for the both of us.
yeah, that's good. So when I decided to assemble it, it was in the front sort of foyer area of the house, and I dragged it out the front onto the front porch
The
or
box,
whatever.
the big box,
The big
yeah.
box. So the box is almost 6 feet tall.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, it's
huge,
huge.
box, super
Yeah.
heavy, and I've got all the pieces everywhere. And across the road, our neighbours were selling their house.
Mm-hmm.
The auction finished, and they come to us to have champagne and stuff. But people don't go inside; they stand out the front of the house, and they're standing on the box. And I just thought I was going to lose pieces because there were just people celebrating selling a house whilst I'm
Jeez.
making this bike. It was just a shambles.
Surely there's another place to stand rather than right on this cardboard dance floor.
Apparently not.
There you go. Well,
Anyway.
Either way, it's good that it's been assembled now
Yeah,
because
it's ready.
been fanging around everywhere. Our mate Callan has recently bought a Harley Davidson as
Which
well,
is-
so he understands.
could be considered
he
cooler.
understands. No, this is pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Both of our bikes have motors. We're just
Yeah.
a couple of guys on motorbikes.
And black finish.
Yeah,
black matte
exactly.
finish.
Yeah,
Yep.
just 2 wheels, throttle, and a motor. That's all that really matters.
Yep.
And not like those pesky cyclists, right? I can't stand those people on bicycles.
No.
Motorless
Getting
chumps.
big quads and all that stuff.
Honestly, yeah, it's just
Waste of
embarrassing,
time.
really.
Yeah,
But yeah, been loving it. The only downside is that people look at you differently when you're on a motorbike, right? It's like I can feel you getting judged for the actions of our peers, and I know it's just a small percentage of people that ruin it for the rest of us. A small
Right.
percentage of people who want to behave inappropriately or want to break the law or want to engage in
Right.
in outlaw
Oh, you think you look like
activities.
a bikie?
I'm not saying I'm saying as someone who rides a motorbike, people look at you differently because of the other people that ride motorbikes who are sort of like.
I feel like the main thing people look at when they're looking at a motorbike is they hear the engine revving.
Well, I think the main thing that when people
And
think
we
of
don't
a
have-
motorbike is that there's a motor,
Yep.
a throttle, 2 wheels,
Yep.
and the open
Yeah.
road.
Yeah.
Man.
Okay.
And
Well,
so-
that's fair enough.
So, well, what I'm saying is I can feel that I've been getting looked at differently.
Right. You must have been doing the with your mouth.
Regardless of what has or hasn't been happening,
Yeah, yeah.
people are looking at me and going, "Oh, geez, he must be
He's a
engaged
bad-
in
a
some
bad guy."
Yeah, some nefarious
Wow.
activities." So I was going down to the tobacconist the other day to just grab some supplies, and in the midst
Yeah.
of all these tobacco wars,
What flavour?
fire
Grape or
bombings,
watermelon?
all of them.
Yeah.
Any different flavor. I don't discriminate.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of gang activity going on, tobacco wars, extortion,
Sure.
fire bombings, these kind of things.
Sure.
And I was on the phone to a buddy who's doing some time behind bars. We used to sort of ride on the 2 wheels on the open road a bit back in the day.
Yeah.
And so obviously because he was in jail, the phone call was recorded for safety purposes.
Sure. Code words required.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And I managed to get a hold of the recording, and you can see while I was on the phone to this guy how I'm becoming a victim of association. How I'm getting lumped in with these more nefarious hog riding peers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, Skull Knuckles, hang on 2 secs. I'm just grabbing some stuff. Just park that there.
Oh, excuse me, sir. You can't park your motorbike there.
Firstly, thank you for identifying it correctly. And secondly, why's that?
You're probably going to scare off all my customers.
How do you mean?
People are going to walk past and see that parked out the front and think there's some kind of gang activity going on inside.
Well, I do see your point.
Yeah, people will think there's an outlaw in my shop because of that bike with a motor parked out the front.
Okay, well, you can just say motorbike, but I understand, mate. Can I just come in and quickly grab some whiskey and cigars?
You already bought all the whiskey and cigars I have in this shop yesterday. Are you telling me you've drunk and smoked them all already?
What can I say, mate? I can't help it.
Well, sorry, mate, I can't help you. Now, quickly get out of here before the cops get called because of all the gang activity and outlaw crime that people will probably assume is happening here when they see that steel horse.
All right, stick 'em up, mate.
Oh, well, yeah,
Wow,
that
okay.
last bit wasn't supposed
Wow.
to be in there. But yeah, I mean, thank you to Victoria Police for providing us with that audio. But
Yeah.
there you go. I'm just trying to get by
It's
as a
tough.
guy. Me,
I
2
mean,
wheels.
I'm
and-
wearing a leather jacket now. I can't even help it.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
becomes natural.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm on board now. I'm on board the motorbike stuff. Sort of scrambling for where.
Okay,
No,
well,
we're good. Yeah. It is hard.
It is
I've
hard, isn't
experienced
it?
a lot of stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, oh, yeah.
And they think, wow, these guys are bad, but it's not the life we chose. It's just the equipment that we have.
Yeah,
and that's
exactly.
fine.
Mhm.
Yeah, so okay, I'm on board now. Isaac, I want to try and attempt something here today. You don't know anything about this yet, but
I don't know anything about anything.
well, no, that's not the case. But I play paddleball once a month with my two brothers and my cousin, right? And it's a new thing-ish for us.
Yep.
But the teams are always me and my cousin and my two brothers. And from about 5 starts, we haven't won a match yet.
Oh no!
So it's like
that's the 1 and 4 versus 2 and 3, right? Like the best and the worst versus the 2 middle people. Is that what you established was the teams?
Or
is it
well,
just
not necessarily. Like
equal?
we believe that would be an equal weighted teams.
Yeah.
That conversation didn't necessarily come up.
Okay,
but that's fine. Anyway, and for those of you that don't know, paddleball is not pickleball. It's kind of like. It's like there are walls around the court.
Stop saying that.
And stop saying that. And I'm not going to cry, but it's got walls around the back end of the court, and it's a great game. Anyway, blah blah blah.
It's tennis indoors, right? With
Well, it's
different
not necessarily indoors, but it's like ours are outdoor, our courts.
But they got 4 walls.
4 walls, yeah, but they don't go all the way up. They're like probably 6 foot high walls all around.
Okay.
Anyway, it's a great game. Now, I will admit that I'm not necessarily the strongest player on the court, but I would say I'm like sort of head of morale. Getting everyone up and about sort of thing. Because it is exciting. We're playing tomorrow night at 8:30 start for 90 minutes. So it's late. Like this is a late
90
game.
minutes
Well,
at
because
8:30.
my brother, he was due to book the court and left it so late that we have to get a late one. He didn't even do it actually. Someone else, I think my cousin had to do it. Anyway, whatever. It's just like, it was a shambles. He's a shambles. Move on. Let's move on. So
I can send some spikes coming over the net tomorrow.
I wanted to see how strong, so my cousin's name is Luke. I want to see how strong his allegiance is to the team because he always professes he's like, we're sticking at it together. We're going to get him one day. Like this is it. Like we are the team.
Okay.
Like we're good. We're a good team.
As in you and him.
Yeah, him and I against my two brothers.
Well, he thinks you have good chemistry as a team and you should be winning more games.
Yeah. And he's like always for the team, which is really positive and stuff. But what I wanted to do was I want to call him and masking as a staff member from the paddleball place. And
even you're mixing the two.
I know. But I want to test his allegiance to me.
Okay.
Not in front of me. So I want to see if he actually believes that I'm not the weakest link here.
Okay, or if he's just doing that in front of you.
Yeah. So it's I just want to see if he believes in the team or not. Is basically what I'm trying to do because we're playing tomorrow and I can't keep going on it. Like 5 starts, no wins. Okay. So I'm trying to make it happen. So what we're going to do here is we're going to have Mike call up. Mike's going to mask as an employee from the court, and he's going to call Luke and ask him a few questions. Okay. And we're going to hopefully find out at the end what Luke really thinks about the 4 of us, and if he thinks I'm the weakest player. Okay. So it's really hard to write questions for this because you don't want to be too obvious.
Right.
But I think we'll be okay. And if anyone can do it, Mike can do it. But he's a busy man, so hopefully he picks up. But we're going to try it now, and
so the desirable outcome for you is that he sticks firm with the duo, and he has faith in you and says,
because we are a team, and we're putting him in a position where he has to choose, would have to choose me over one of the others.
Okay.
Basically, is what we're needing him to do. And if he doesn't, well, all I want to know is what's the truth. Tell me the truth.
Yeah.
But I hope it's the team thing. I hope it's the team thing. But we got Mike here. You feel like that makes sense, Mike?
Yeah. All right. Should I dial now?
Are you ready to go?
I think I am.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll do my best.
You got this, Mike.
So his name is Luke.
Yeah.
And what's your name?
Damien.
You're Damien?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, great.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Okay. Come on.
I'm dialing. Okay. Oh, here we go. No going back now.
Come on, Lukey. Come on.
Sorry, Luke, have you got me?
Yeah, got you.
Look, my name's Damien. I'm from the paddleball courts down in Richmond near Vic Gardens, and I've got you on file as one of our players. That's right. Yeah. Hey, I was just wondering. I'm so sorry. We're opening a new facility, and I was just wondering because we're still pretty new. We just want to get a little bit more information with people who are already coming. Can I just ask you a few questions, like about your experience?
Yeah, of course. Fire away.
Oh, thank you so much, mate. So can I just ask, how did you find out about paddleball?
I've played a lot of racket sports in the past. Like I played a pretty wacky one called Royal Tennis, or Real Tennis in Richmond. Yeah, and the way I actually landed at Richmond was just a geographic convenience for the 4 of us. I'm playing with my wife's cousins, and they're into it as well. And so we just landed on sort of the closest court to all 4 of us. But I'm pretty much interested in any sport.
I think, yeah, you've answered my next question because I was going to ask, like, is it a group that you play with? Is it friends? Is it family? So you said was it your cousin, your wife's cousin or something? That's right?
Yeah. Sorry, where are you from?
I'm from the paddleball courts down near Vic Gardens.
And what was your first name?
Damien.
And surname?
I think I've seen you guys down there.
I reckon I've heard you too much on the radio. Is it Magic Mike, Radio Mike, or somewhere in between?
So no. I'm sorry. I'm Damien Catalano. I'm down at the paddleball courts at Vic Gardens.
Okay, Damien.
Yeah. Can I just ask? So because we're opening up this new place in North Melbourne.
Yeah.
We want to have an ongoing competition there, and it's going to be like we're going to have 3 of our staff members playing against 3 of our staff there. Mm-hmm. So we want to put a team together of people from the Richmond venue to play there. Mm-hmm. If you had to choose a team of 3 of the people you're playing with, who are the 3 you'd go with? Like, as in you're one of them. Who are the other 2 in your group?
Okay, it's a good question, and I think to break the third wall, if you're trying to get me to say that Jack is terrible at paddle, it's simply not the case. Yes, he may not be as aggressive, but I will stand by my partner until the day I die.
Oh, I love you so much, Luke. Thank you so much. Oh, man, that means a lot. That was the ultimate test. And let's just say thank you for Mike for going through that. That was a great pickup as well. Sorry for buzzing you so many times as well.
You're very perceptive, Luke.
Oh, wow.
Oh, mate, I was about to hang up because I was like, this guy from what could be so urgent to do with paddle? But I'm glad I passed the test because I will stand by you as my partner regardless of how terrible you are.
Man.
I don't know. Oh. You knew that it was Radio Mike. I reckon if you didn't know it was him and you thought it was Damo Catalano, maybe. I reckon you would have thrown Jack under the bus.
Isaac, prove it.
You've got me there. You've got me there. You passed test 1.
Because we're playing tomorrow night and I'm pretty pumped about it. Now I'm even more pumped to know that you genuinely want to be on my team because I thought it was just a favour or a charity call, but it's not at all.
That was actually the most stressful call of the day, and I've dealt with some stressful situations today, but I'm like sweating, and then I was like, I realised it was Mike, and then I was like, now how do I deal with it?
Yeah, very well played, because when you was like, what's your first name and what's your last name? Okay, like I was like, okay, we're gonna.
I thought you might have been about to put a complaint in to the paddleball place.
Yeah. Where are you from, mate? Yeah, so good. Yeah. Oh, dude. Well, thank you so much for playing, and I'll see you tomorrow. Can't wait. We're gonna smash it. It's our week. It's our week, I reckon.
Oh, it has to be, mate. With this chemistry, it's going to be the night of nights. So looking forward.
Yeah, we're already in sync.
Oh, it's different chemistry to the first 5 games, is it? Has something changed? Nah, well done, Luke. Thanks very much for that.
Thanks, gents. Good stuff. Cheers.
Okay, thanks, Luke. Bye.
Well, there you go.
Wow,
that's
a legend.
A solid team member.
I feel so a part of the team now.
That's great. Guys, hopefully you win now.
I think I'll come back with the result, but
that boost,
I'm so pumped now.
Surely. Yeah. Is it tonight or tomorrow?
It's the day this comes out. It's tomorrow.
Okay.
It's tomorrow, our time.
Good luck.
Today, podcast.
So 5-0 down.
About 5-0 down, I think, yeah.
Best of 11.
And my brothers don't know anything about this newfound union we have.
The new bond, yeah. Well,
I'm so pumped. Mike, thank you so much as well. That was awesome.
Good on you, Damo.
I was sweating. I couldn't think of a surname. I couldn't think of any surname.
What were you miming to me? The name of the place?
What's the place called?
Oh, Game... Yeah.
Because he kept saying, from the one that you go to, you know?
Yes, Jack is terrible at paddle. Yes, Jack is terrible at paddle. Yes, Jack is terrible at paddle. Yes,
okay.
Jack is terrible at paddle. Yes, Jack is terrible at paddle.
Boys, I'm at work. I think I'm going to have to hang up.